Welcome to Awake to Oneness Radio. And this is another episode in my series, Truth and Freedom. Can we please have a conversation? This is actually my second conversation with Francis Conolly, and I'm saying it the American way, who is the creator of the amazing film 9/11. Wait, I said it wrong. Hold on. JFK to 9/11. Yes, everything is a rich man's trick. Now, the best way, I will have a link to this documentary film in this description, but the best way to find this on YouTube, and it's still on YouTube, is if you type in everything is a rich man's trick, it'll come up. And it has had millions and millions and millions, if not billion, if not a billion views since it came out in 2015, and everybody, especially Americans, everybody in the world must at least see this film. I mean, with me, it's all about, you may not agree with everything in the film, but you at least open your mind and watch it at least one time. So Francis, thank you. Thank you. Francis is in the UK. Thank you so much for being my guest again. Now, in our pre-talk before we started recording, I was saying, I mentioned to you that I know everything is a rich man's trick. And I know that, I don't remember when they started the whole daylight savings time. I think it was either the late 50s or early 60s. I was born in 62. So pretty much my whole life, there's been this daylight savings time. So, but there are places that don't use daylight savings time. But I know that whatever reason the globalists, elites, imposed this time change on us, it was not for the reason that they told us. So you said to me, before we started recording, you said to me, you know why they imposed daylight savings time. Please tell us.
We've got the internet now, and it has changed everything.
Everything. Yes.
It's created this situation where you can criticize the government and you can have an audience.
Yes.
You know, as you're doing so. It's been the same with me. It's been the same with everybody who's been a critic of the system. We're at a stage now where the system that we've had that's got us okay through 2 millennia just doesn't work anymore. That's what people are starting to realize, that it doesn't work anymore. So that we need a complete change of system. So, I mean, when people say, well, okay, who's going to run things? What I say to them is, try to reevaluate your entire mental goings on in order to ask yourself, well, you know, who's going to run things? Who should run things? Who's the best kind of person to run things? Are you going to create a situation where you're just going to build a pyramid again and have a gangster at the top, which is what you have now? We need to deconstruct the whole pyramid and get rid of the gangsters that are running this situation.
Exactly.
Create a whole new system.
The question I asked them is, think out of the box.
Out of the box,
have been put in a box your entire life. Now you have to step out of that box. Think out of the box. And again, I would say it's not about one person, because if you put one person, that it's going to become a pyramid again.
Exactly. One person. There was a man who interviewed me a while ago called Sean Dustin. And I was very pleased that he picked up on something that I put on Facebook, because I said on Facebook that the kind of situation that you've got now, with so many people saying, you know, they want Trump back and all this. I said that America is like a broken down old car, and that what is really being suggested is that you simply change the driver. Now, if you have a situation with an old car where all of the filters are blocked and the timing's not right and the wheels need balancing and everything else is wrong with the car, what you need to do, because you've got a corrupted system, is change the car. Simply changing the driver is not going to improve the car. The car is all wrong. The system is corrupted. And that's what people need to do now. And the thing is, you know,
I never put any one group into one box. Like I said, I have respect for I have a cousin that's a Buddhist. I know few. Yes, I have a cousin that's a Muslim. I most of the people I know are Christian, of Christian faith. I left the Christian faith when I awoken to the universal truth of oneness, which came from science. So what I'm trying to say is I never put any group into a box. And I think what we have to do is think out of that box, meaning every white person, every Black person, every religious person, every Muslim, every Christian, every Jew, they're all unique individuals. We can't put them in a box. But what I'm saying, with the key, the true key is awakening to who we truly are and stepping completely out of that box we were trained in from birth. That is the key. That's the key awakening. You've heard the term humanity's great awakening. That is what humanity's great awakening is. And it's going to be, the thing is, while we're still in the box, like right now, here today, we can't even envision what that's going to look like until humanity collectively steps out of that box. Okay, we're done with the old, and here's what's happening right now. The old system is crumbling before our eyes. It is. The old system is crumbling before our eyes. At the very same time, the new earth is being created. Okay, now what that new looks like, we won't know until we're there. But I tell you, it's not about one person at the top. It's about the collective. It's about humanity awakening and saying, okay, we're done with that old. We've got to start something new. And it has to be more, I think it's going to start communities, small communities, association, whatever word you want to call it. I don't like the word government at all, because the word government means govern your mind. That's what the word means. Words are important. Association is, okay, we live in a community. Let's come together. Let's decide what's best for our community. And then we communicate with other communities, and we live in peace. 99% of the world's population want peace. There will be no more war. There will be no more crime. We won't need police. Maybe we'll have, I like the idea of the sheriffs way better than the police here in the States. So, I mean, maybe we'll just have people, but an awakened collective, listen to this, an awakened collective that knows that we're all one family. Awakened collective that knows we are all each other's brothers and sisters. We won't need law enforcement. We definitely won't need an army. These things, we won't even need a financial system at that time, because it's going to be the earth is abundant. The earth can take care of everybody on this planet easily. Everybody can have a home. Everybody can have food. I think in the beginning of the new earth, there will be some kind of financial system, but that will fade out over time, because there won't be a need for a financial system. We will all be one happy family. And that day is coming. I know it's very hard for people to think out of the box to that day, but we're already at the beginning stages of that day.
Well, Caroline, I'll be very interested to see now if this video gets banned.
Oh, it's not going to go on YouTube. Well, I'm not putting this on YouTube. I'm going to put it up on Rumble.
Well, I'll be very interested to see.
Yes.
If it gets banned from Rumble.
It won't. No.
Well, let's see.
I don't think
when I tried to say something very similar to what you've just said
on
YouTube, and I said it on the Andy Young show. And I said something similar on the Rodrigo Soto show. And then I was back on Raconteurs News with a different host, with Jason Holmes, who sadly died recently. God bless him. Whenever I've said anything even close to what you've just told the people,
right,
the interview was taken down.
Wow. So, well, let me tell you, and these are two
very interesting.
let me tell you, I've had 2 videos taken down from YouTube with 2 English gentlemen. And all we were talking about was spirituality. We weren't even talking about the politics and the global elite. We weren't even, the whole conversation was about spirituality with Simon Parks. And my whole conversation with David Icke was about spirituality. Both those videos were taken down off of YouTube, but they're both up on my BitChute channel. So BitChute and Rumble. That's why this. I'm not going to even. I'm going to put both of our conversations on both BitChute and Rumble. I'm not going to even bother with YouTube. YouTube is a mess.
Well, YouTube is a mess. I agree. But I think it's going to be tough now for you to edit this amount of material, because
no, I'm going to put them up as 2 separate videos. I'm not going to edit. I don't edit. I want the people to hear everything. I don't edit. That's why I'm saying to try to put it up on YouTube, I would have to edit. So that's why I'm not editing anything. I'm putting both of our conversations up on BitChute and Rumble. It's all a show. We talked about this before, how the globalists want to keep us distracted from the truth. And they call this show. And from all of that is just show.
They're just trying to keep interest in Donald Trump going. I mean, by the time we get to next November, maybe for all we know, they might both be dead. Who knows?
Well, here's the thing. Let's try. Remember, we're both going to be alive and breathing. But after the quote unquote election does not happen, you and I, we're going to do another show.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope so. That's the main thing. And thank you for allowing me to say it, because we are not. America is not going to go forward now with the political system that it has got. Please try to tell people, tell everyone you know, and everyone you know, they need to tell other people. The system simply will not deliver any longer. It is a corrupt system that was put in place by gangsters, and it will never serve anybody but other gangsters.
Exactly.
It underlines, Caroline, that the whole system again is corrupt. And the founding fathers, they did it. They created a new country. The Americans who are out there now, my God, I mean, we're living in an age, and this is very important. We're living in an age where people can hold up their mobile phone, and talk to somebody on the other side of the world who's an expert in something. Why should people be afraid to create a new political system? Anybody who's an expert in how to construct a new mall, or how to construct a hospital, or build a new runway for the airport, you can have them in your face right there. We're at a stage in human history if we can just get rid of the gangsters who are running the country. And you remember that old lady in my film who realized this? She was a lady of experience who realized America is run from the top by gangsters who are serving.
But not just America, the truth, the world.
The world
is run by those same gangsters. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're frozen. Okay, I'm gonna see. I know. Wait, I'll give you. Wait. Okay, you're back. Can you hear me? Yes, you were frozen for a second. Okay.
Your internet connection is unstable. It's being.
Yes, it did say that a little while ago. It said unstable, but we've had 2 wonderful conversations, and I'm actually gonna upload them both at the same time. I think I'm gonna upload this one first, and then the other one second. But people will be able to watch both of our long conversations, because I love chatting with you, and you and I have to stay in touch. And I believe that it just takes a little spark, like it takes a little light to shine through all the darkness. I say this all the time. It just takes and that light is the thing is, we have that light. We have it, and the globalist elite know this, and they are shaking in their boots. They are afraid of us.
Yeah. Caroline, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much.
That's so good. And we're going to stay in touch. And I'm going to send you that documentary, another documentary. I'm going to do it while I'm thinking about it, on the history of allopathic medicine.
You do that.
Rockefeller. One word.
You take care. We'll see each other again. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye for now.